This is how it works. Once you press the button, every witch within a wide radius will lose her power for a time. But so will you.
I am prepared to risk my life to overthrow the witch's reign. I already have a plan. On a floating island, there is a castle where the archwitches gather for important occasions. Few know how to reach it. I've heard a rumor that the Resistance knows the location of a portal leading directly to that castle. If I strip the witches of their power to conjure and the Resistance armed forces strike them down, we could rid ourselves of all of the archwitches at once. Without their leaders, their reign will crumble.
You're a witch, the mortal enemy of the Resistance. They won't even hear you out.
No, not directly. However, I have considered all of this carefully.
Our anonymous ally, none other than the Purple Fox, convinced me to take a girl to the portal. A witch.
No way. The witches only deserve one thing. Death.
I trust this man. You will take her there and wait for the signal. Watch for a bright green flash on the island.
And then...
Meanwhile, I will gather the men. At the signal, we will use the portal to storm the castle. I was promised that the witches wouldn't be able to fight back.
Do you really think that a witch would betray her own kind?
After everything I've witnessed since the beginning of the rebellion, yes, I do.
Thank you for guiding me through these unfamiliar lands. I couldn't have reached here on my own.
Aren't you sweet? However, I won't lead you further. You will see the portal from afar the moment you walk out of here, and I'll be nearby, watching for your signal, as if that's really going to happen.
That's all right. I didn't expect you to lead me to the threshold. I recognize that I lack sympathy and trust within the Resistance.
Let me get this straight. You plan to enter the portal, reach the witch's castle, strip the witches of their powers, and you actually expect us to storm the castle and fight them?
Yes, all the archwitches can be gathered in this castle. This means that all the leaders can be destroyed in one stroke. Without them, the normal system will collapse, leading to chaos among the witches.
Yeah, right. I'm still not buying it. This is where we part ways. However, if you truly are on our side and are genuinely planning to win, then I wish you the best of luck, Witch.
It's locked. I need to search for a clue. I believe it should be here somewhere. Such places can be extremely dangerous, as various spirits may dwell here. The most crucial reminder is to avoid touching the water. There is a pier on the other side. I should visit that shore once I take a look around here. This is the portal to the castle. I need to disable the guards in order to gain entry.
Stop, sister.
I'm sorry, Cirrus, but I will continue. I will end this tyranny, even if I must die for this cause.
You were always destined for greatness. Yet change need not come at the price of your own life. As soon as you exit the portal, you will be killed. And I am here to prevent that.
Are you on my side? What should I do next?
I am on the side of what will be right for everyone. Find me in the tower.
I hope the tower where the Oracle awaits me is nearby. Here is the tower. I hope to find the oracle there.
We meet again. I am glad. You need a new plan. Following this plan will only lead to your demise.
Why are you so sure? I have enough power to handle the guards, and the witches don't know I turned against them a long time ago.
You have no idea what lies beyond the portal. It is the most heavily guarded location of all. Everyone who enters must go through a thorough inspection. They will discover the artifact, take it from you, and kill you. In the end, it will all be for nothing.
How would you know that? Although that's a silly question. If I can't get through the portal, how am I meant to reach the castle? It's the only place where all the archwitches gather.
Yes, reaching the castle is essential for you. However, the castle is located on a flying island for a reason. The archwitches themselves don't use the portal because they transform into crows and fly directly to the castle.
But I thought only oracles could change their form. I never saw witches do it.
It is very difficult and requires significant power and experience. That's why only archwitches possess this ability. Do you know how old the oldest among them is? Thousands of years. Although their pursuits of youth may obscure it, some archwitches have personally overthrown the ancients.
You mean this isn't just a legend? We truly did that. We exterminated them. Centuries later, the annihilation of populations continues. I have to put an end to it.
Good. There is a way. I will teach you to transform into a bird, but to succeed you will need great resolve. And I already see it in you.
How can I possibly do this? I am not an archwitch. You said it yourself. It is difficult and requires power and experience. I am still young and do not have much of either.
You must increase your magical power. And to do so, you must complete 4 elemental trials. At the end of each trial, you will earn an elemental shard. With the shards and the device on the table, I will then endow you with greater power.
Where will these trials...
The fire trial will begin in the cave near the castle portal. The water trial will take place at the bottom of the lake. Take the underwater breathing potion recipe from my cupboard. Otherwise, you won't be able to handle it.
What should I do next?
I will assist you with the next 2 tasks. You will hear my voice guiding you. Try to survive and collect all the shards. Then return here. I believe you can do it. Access to the water trial lies at the end of these steps. You will need to spend quite some time there. An underwater breathing potion will be required to succeed. The fire trial awaits you in this cave. It will test your speed, dexterity, and determination.
It may seem like the castle is just a stone's throw away, but that is not the case.
The Earth Trial will commence once you pass through this door. You must overcome the fear of the unknown to succeed. This is the location for the air trial. To start, you need to climb to the top of this rock. Prepare yourself. The moment you remove the magical protection, the trial will commence as soon as you step inside. There will be no turning back.
Reaching this height was a challenge in itself.
The wings will help you take off. However, after jumping, you must weave the spell to avoid falling to your death. Remember, the potion will only work if you have followed all the steps correctly. However, the effect won't last long. The underwater trial will be accessible once you open the door.
The triple moon opens many doors in the witch's world.
The fire shard is located at the end of this tunnel. Do not let fear stop you. In this trial, your objective is to demonstrate your attentiveness. Remember that your time underwater is limited. In Shadow Cave, deep underground, an ancient maze lies hidden. Time flows differently there, and the walls whisper in long-forgotten languages. Bridges sway above endless chasms, and stairways lead to a new path each time, folding in upon themselves in an infinite path. The Earth Shard is located at the very bottom of the abyss. To find it, you must be ready to face the maze's magic. Few ever return. Those who do are never the same. You did it! That's fantastic! Once you place all the elemental shards correctly, I can activate the device. Then you'll have enough power to do whatever you desire.
What should I do next? How can I begin to transform?
I won't say that to become a crow, you must think like one. crows are more intelligent than some archwitches, you need to feel as if you are one with the world.
This is a very vague instruction.
Magic is never specific. It is a game, not a dogma. Many witches forget this fundamental aspect.
I'm afraid it's still too complicated. Should I weave a spell or channel my power within my body? I'm confused.
You should strive to see the world as the most beautiful thing possible. After all, the world is neither inherently kind nor evil. It simply exists. You should appreciate and admire each other for as long as you live.
Unity with the world, a mutual interest, the beauty of the present moment. I got the idea, but I don't know how to put this into effect. Let's try.
Your magic is now at its peak. No witch can safely wield more power. Come with me. There's one final adjustment to make before the nest invasion. Put this on.
All this knowledge, all this power, and the crow form you mastered. That means you are...
Yes. I paid a high price to observe millions of probabilities, invisible to the eye, until there was a chance for salvation. And here it is. Remember what I taught you.
Finally, the castle is small, and I am not in danger. I believe I can make this work. At the end of the vestibule, there is a main hall. This is the place I need to... It is a tool for witches to conceal what they wish to hide.
Good day, sister. What brings you to the castle? No one is here right now. Everyone is occupied with their assignments.
I need to gather all the archwitches. It's urgent. There is a traitor among us who is sabotaging our efforts and helping the resistance.
Is that the person responsible for destroying the temple and the sarcophagus that restored our life powers?
Yes, the one who stole the last ancient right under our noses. She revealed the location of the tower that contains the maps of magical creatures. They call her the Purple Fox. I have the information needed to bring her down.
It is indeed an important occasion. However, only the Supreme Archwitch can convene the gathering. If this matter is urgent, you may try, if you dare, to gather the coven yourself.
I believe she will understand my eagerness and be favorable. How do I summon others?
While there were only a few such cases, I know the way. First, activate the well located in the main hall. Then, create a ciphered message for the Archwitches using the symbol sphere.
Thank you. I hope we can meet at the gathering soon. First, I need to activate the well. I think the altar behind it will assist me with that. I believe this is the Supreme Archwitch's office, so I might find some essential items here. The well has been activated. Now I need to create a message using the symbol sphere. If I execute this correctly, the Archwitch's convocation will soon commence.
Sisters, it was not I who summoned you. Let the one who dared to do so come and speak.
You have committed so much wrongdoing with your power that you don't deserve even half the life you have lived. Everything has its price. Hanem gave me his old bracelet. When I was near the ground, I activated the protective field. It made the fall almost imperceptible. Well, for me.
Why were you so certain the bracelet's field would keep you from falling to your death? Even I hadn't known that.
I wasn't certain at all, but I couldn't let the Supreme Archwitch escape.
Let us raise our glasses to our triumphant beginning of the liberation.
This is how the overthrow of the witch's cruel regime began. Humans were given the opportunity to choose their own path, rather than just that of the lawful servant or the rebellious warrior. The Resistance army pursued the witches to liberate the cities using the artifact. There was hope for Lucia and Ulf to return home. Magical creatures finally felt safe. The inhabitants of all lands rejoiced. While victory may not be achieved yet, it marks the beginning of the journey. Nevertheless, the first step they took freed others from the chains of fear. It is enough to change the world for the better.